coming! The pirates are coming! Please! The pirates are coming! Ah! The pirates are coming! The pirates are coming! They're coming! I promise I'm telling the truth this time! The pirates are coming! Well, I now know how Usopp feels. What's up, guys? It's Dr. Alchemist M.F.A. for another One Piece chapter review. How y'all doing today? Well, make sure like, comment, subscribe, and let's get really into it, or get right into it. Never knows you can. So we are on chapter 28, Crescent Moon. And guys, this is my first time seeing a full page spread, so that's really dope. Boom. And it starts off actually kind of prologuing what's about to happen in the chapter. So let's just get into it. If you're liking what you're seeing, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for coming for another One Piece chapter reviews. I'm putting these out. Let's go. I'm ready to get to Arlong Park, okay? I can't wait. I think that's chapter... probably 100 or something like that, right? Yeah. I know it's in 100 episodes. But let's get going, y'all. Thank you guys for watching, and let's go. So, we last just found out that Captain Kuro is about to initiate the plan, and the pirates are going to attack in the morning. So, Usopp sat with the Straw Hat Pirates and just started confessing everything and telling them what's going on. Okay? So, it's nightfall, and Usopp is like, you guys are willing to fight beside me? So he's, he told them everything, and he's shocked that they're ready to go. Usopp then says, thank you so much. And Luffy's like, you're hopelessly outnumbered, right? And Zoro's like, you look pretty scared. Of course you're scared. You have to fight a whole pirate crew by yourself? And Usopp was like, me scared? Ha! That's laughable. I'm outnumbered or not. I'll be fine. I'm Captain Usopp, brave warrior of the sea. Now we get to the chapter 28, Crescent Moon cover spread, which looks amazing. And you have, looks like, okay. They're walking down the trail. And let me set the scene. They're walking down just a long pasture trail, probably cows on the side. There's a windmill on the other side. And there's a panda/ox carrying a buggy. And who is riding on top of this bull/panda? Because it looks like a bull, but has panda like spots in areas. Well, it looks like Shanks. But his head is, facing out. We can't see his face. And then on this buggy, full of fruit, is Luffy, Nami, and Zoro. And, they're having fun with the fruit. And Nami showed Luffy one of the fruits. And for some reason, some of these fruits have faces. Now, if you're caught up like me, there's a character named Charlotte Linland, also known as Big Mom, who can put people's or herself souls in inanimate objects and turn them into like homies. Yeah, we won't talk about that for another few hundred chapters, but kind of great. Oda really planned ahead. Let's get into the chapter. You ready? So Usopp is sitting there shaking with his knees. And he's like banging on his knees like darn. And the Straw Pirates are looking at him like, what's wrong with you? Usopp, what's going on? And Usopp's like, what are you looking at? I'm going up against Captain Kuro's pirates. Of course, I'm scared. So what? I don't want your pity, you guys. You can stop laughing and leave. Zoro says, we're not laughing at you. We're impressed. That's why we're going to help you. And Luffy's like, who risked their life out of pity? And Usopp's like, guys, thank you. Stop. They'll attack from this beach, and this is the route to the village. They'll have to come up this pass. Everywhere else, there's just sheer cliffs. So, where they saw Captain Kuro and the Django meet, there's, like a beach area for they to come on to dock, and then they go up this mountain. I don't want to say it's like a basin, or is it Mason? basin, right? But anyway, it's like a cliff and a cliff, and then one road, right? And that's the only way in. And so they're looking like, okay, we have to meet here in the morning because all the pirates are going to come so we can fight them. So if we can defend this path, the village will be safe. Wow, piece of cake, Luffy says. Easier said than done. We'll have to fight like an army. What can you guys do? Usopp asks. Zoro says, I cut. Luffy says, I stretch. And Nami says, I steal. And then Usopp's like, I run. I run and hide. You got to fight. Because it's, it's 3 against the army. Like, we need all 4 Straw Hat Pirates to fight, And so, cut to Kaya's mansion, showing the Crescent Moonlight where Serena, Sailor Moon is, Usagi. And you hear, I think it might be Caldor saying, where's Miss Kaya? She's already gone to bed, Mary says. Today's excitement exhausted her. To think all of that happened while I was over in that next town, that Usopp is a troublemaker. Even accused you of being a pirate, Mary says. What a storyteller. And Caldor is like, Mary's like, yes, here, let me give you something. And so Mary continues, that's a gift from Kaya. Tomorrow will be exactly 3 years since you came to the estate, and an anniversary of sorts. So remember the last chapter, Mary had a box. Well, Kaya gave it to Mary. I can't remember, but there was a box. One of them had it, but it was made by Kaya, specially ordered. And we found out it was in this jewelry box. It's a pair of glasses because his glasses always fall and he has to always go like this. And so, Kaya was just showing her gratitude for being taken care of by this murderer, Captain Kuro, for 3 years. And so Captain Kuro was like, anniversary. And Mary's like laughing, your glasses are always slipping. So Miss Kaya had these specially made for you. She's such a generous, thoughtful person. And then Captain Kuro says, yes, she is. Tomorrow will be a special day indeed. There's a crescent moon out tonight. Nights like this do something to me. They bring out the beast in me. So it seems like Captain Kuro is like, I'm not feeling the charades. I feel like acting how, not like Caldor, but like Captain Kuro. And he drops the box where the glasses are in, right? And steps on the box. He steps on the box and breaks it. And Mary's like, what? No? Caldor, why did you destroy Miss Kaya's gift? Caldor's like, oof, I'll accept a gift from her, but not some poetry trick. I prefer her entire estate. Okay? Not just any trinket, but her estate. Mary says, but what? Caldor says, there's no need for me to continue this charade. In a few hours, the accident will happen. And all you see is Freddy Krueger claws, shink! And then 3 years is a long time to wait. And Mary's like, Miss Kaya, you must run. And quickly, Captain Kuro slices Mary. Shing! And Mary is out, bleeding. There's blood everywhere next to the broken glasses. Poor Mary. Now cut to the, I think it's the Black Cat Pirates ship. And, the henchmen are talking to Django, seeing what's going on. They're so excited to go. The Django comes, Bull walks out. He's like, it's still nighttime. And the Black Cat Pirates are like, oh, my bad, Captain. We'll wait till the morning and, we'll wake you back up. Morning comes, we get a title card that says 1-2 Django, acting captain of the Black Cat Pirates. And, Django's kind of heavily inspired with Michael Jackson, with the glove, and like, he, and, it's always, he walks backwards, he's moonwalking always. And then they set sail to go to the island. So, it's perfect. So they've been working all night, Straw Hat Pirates, to come up with this plan. So since the slope, and there's the 2 cliffs, right? you have to go up the slope. So they put oil all the way down there. So, as they're coming up, they're falling, and Usopp can just ping them off with his slingshot, because that's his specialty weapon. He's like, now here's a plan. We attack them while they're slipping and sliding. No matter what happens, we hold this pass. And so, the Charade Pirates are like, oh, hopefully, we don't get stuck in our own trap. And Usopp's like, naturally, when it comes to daring ideas in this slingshot, I have absolute confidence. It's dawn in the Charade Pirates already. Cut to Captain Kuro, cut to Kaya sleeping, and cut to Captain Django coming. And the Charade Pirates are like, here they come. And here goes the Black Cat Pirates docking at another station, right? We think it's that station, but the Charade Pirates are like, where are they? And the Black Cat Pirates are like, yeah, let's go. They're roaring and roaring and roaring. And the Charade Pirates are like, wait, where are they? It's already dawn. Maybe they overslept? Nami's like, maybe it's just me, but I think I hear someone yelling "Yar" to the north of us. And then the Black Cat Pirates come charging out. And Usopp is like, north? And Nami's like, I definitely hear something. Zoro's like, hey, what is it? And Luffy's like, you mean we're on the wrong beach? Usopp says, there's another landing on the North Beach. And that's where the Charade Pirates had their ships, and that's the two ships they came there. They met on the North Beach. I guess this must be the West Beach or the East Beach. This is not the correct beach. And so Usopp and Luffy start talking. But the pirates had their secret meeting here. I just assumed, Usopp says. Luffy then says, we've gotta get to them before the attack on the village. Which way should we go? Usopp says, if we run straight north, we should get there in about 3 minutes. There's another pass. They're almost exactly like this one. We can stop them there. So Nami's like, oh no, our ships are at the North Beach. They'll take our treasure. Luffy then says, I'll be there in 20 seconds. So he darts off north. I guess how do you find north? Let me know down below. Is it like you follow where the sun's at? I've never been like a compass guy. I don't know. I don't know that. Darn, my great old slick plan was for nothing. Nami's like, hurry. Nami then looks at Zoro. Nami, what are you doing? She slips and falls. Help me, I'm slipping. Takes Zoro, throws him on the ground, and Nami steps over him because Nami's like, I got to go get my treasure. Much better because, she's slipping. They're slipping, all slipping. It's crazy. Now, Zoro's like scraggling up like a Looney Tunes cartoon. And Nami's like, sorry, Zoro, but our treasure's in danger. Zoro's like, someday I'm going to kill that girl. And Usopp's like, don't worry about me. And then they continue because now Usopp, Nami, and Luffy are running. Usopp is thinking, I swear I won't let them get to the village, but that guy sure is fast. I can't even see him. Luffy's way up front, head straight north, straight north. Nami's like, if they've touched my treasure, they're dead. And so now we get cut back to the Black Cat Pirates. They're running up the ravine. I think it's called a ravine, but running up the cliff. So there's two mountains and the cliff going, or a route, or a slope. They're running up the slope, right? But this is the north one, so there's no oil. All you see is bing, 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 bing. And Usopp is picking him off. I mean, he did 1, 2, 3. He picked up about 5 guys at the same time. Someone's at the top of the hill. Django's like, you. Here comes Usopp. My name is Captain Usopp. I've been waiting for you scoundrels. We're fully prepared for battle. Turn back now if you value your lives. And cut back to Zoro, like Looney Tunes, trying to get up. How can I get up there? I mean, Zoro could just like jump up, jump up the mountain because he can do things like that, or use his swords to climb up. But I wonder how he's gonna get out. Now, cut to Luffy. Luffy's like, I'm outside the village. He said head north, so I just went in the direction that seemed coldest. Because the North Pole. So now, the only person there is Usopp, and that's the end of the chapter. Wow. That is crazy. So, right now, Usopp is fighting the Black Hat Pirates, the goons first, by himself. Nami should be coming anytime soon, but she's not much of a combatant right now. Luffy's lost, and Zoro's stuck in the oil. So, probably they're going to be coming one at a time. I hope Usopp can do this. But, hey, we'll see next chapter. Y'all let me know what y'all think is going to happen. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all. This is another One Piece chapter reviews. Remember, keep analoging, and I'll see y'all guys later. I am logging off.